Are you dressed to deadbeat?
I am just for the funeral.
Let me let me go ahead cause girl, we're just gonna count this as the day that RuPaul's Drag Race died.
Give me the honey, give me the honey, yeah. Give me the honey, and let me love it, yeah. No, 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 no.
Dearly beloved, we are back again to give you another episode of your favorite RuPaul's Drag Race review show, Drag It. Girl, that's all I got today because I don't know what I don't know what was happening with this week's episode.
Listen,
Y'all just got to excuse us if the energy is not there today. We still gonna give you the reads, we still gonna give you the calculating, we still gonna give you all of that.
mm-hmm.
However, we have come to drag these to their funeral
Because they need it. We watched some people die. We watched a lot of queens die on television last night. We watched a television show. We watched a franchise pass away right before our eyes last night.
literally, like, what was happening? Like, I literally was watching it and I was like, has RuPaul's Drag Race become a gimmick?
It's feeling like that. Think about it like this. It kind of hit me last night as I was standing there in awe watching what was happening on Snatch Game. I was like, so you mean to tell me that season 14, you have the worst Snatch Game that you've ever had, and you said, you know what we're going to do? Instead of pulling back and seeing if possibly drag may have changed and moved on from this particular format, or maybe we just want to freshen things. No, we're going to double down. We're going to double down and give you 2. But not only that, we're going to make it where it's 14 of you, which is the normal size of any normal cast. But wait, we're not done, because after we add more bitches, we're going to remove 30 to 40 minutes of runtime from it.
So I did hear a little background about why this happened.
Me too, but I'm still mad about it.
Don't care, but still. So what was said was because the Real Gays of Weho
My God, there's room for everybody. Let's just say that.
was coming on after RuPaul's Drag Race instead of Untucked, that the producers found out after they filmed the episode of Snatch Game that they had to cut it short. Short. And they mean short. This episode went by faster than a nut.
It ain't been 3 minutes. It ain't been 3 minutes. You ain't told nobody your name yet. You ain't said who I was. But
I am devastated, bitch. Y'all, okay. All right, let's just step in. Okay, I am your host, Mukari Rashad, as you already know. Before we dive in real quick, I just want to say thank you all so much for tuning in to the last video. And I don't know what y'all did, if y'all really just went ahead and told a friend and told a foe and told a hoe, but I think y'all did that shit this time because that video already got 200 plus views just from last week. So thank y'all so much for sharing, for caring, and for watching our show.
we appreciate it, for real. We really do. Thank you so much.
We really do. We just mad about this episode. We trying to get our energy together. Like,
For real, like, I'm kind of stank. Like, okay, before we move on from this really quick, I just want to say, because I thought about it. I think what's going on here, because some people are like, oh, you should be, y'all are spoiled because RuPaul's Drag Race used to be an hour. Yes, it used to be an hour back when, number one, television was consumed a lot differently. Number two, nobody really knew what drag was. And also reality shows were done differently at that time as well. Now, you need to have time to develop story arcs. You need to have time for people to feel emotionally connected to the quote unquote characters on the show, so that when you have your first ever lip sync with not only siblings but twins up there together, there's some sort of emotional attachment. Like it all happened so fast. Like the fact that we saw it coming anyway, like we knew they were going to lip sync at some point, but the fact that it happened this early, like we had no time. Like, girl, throw it away. Start the show. Start the show. Start the show. Throw it away. I'm mad. I'm over this. I'm over this. This is what they did to Legendary. This is like, can we have our shit without it being like, you know, over. Girl, let me. Go ahead, girl.
I have no words. So y'all, what happened on the show was they had Snatch Game, they did some runways, and then somebody went home. You already know who went home, and thank you for tuning in. Catch us next week. So guys, so just bear with us this time around. We're gonna go ahead and knock this out.
Right.
So if you did not watch last night's episode, literally the most interesting thing about this episode was RuPaul's suit that he wore throughout the episode.
Right.
So there were 2 Snatch Games because we had 72 queens and they had to divide it up. And we had one Snatch Game with Mistress Isabel Brooks as Rosie O'Donnell, and then we had another Snatch Game with Lucy LaDuca as Joan Crawford. And that was it.
No, Joan Rivers.
Joan Crawford. Which one was Joan Crawford? Which white lady was that? The other white lady.
Uh-huh. Right.
Joan Rivers. Dang, I'm thinking about No More Wire Hangers.
That's what I was thinking about. Yes.
Yes. Jesus Christ. See? Okay, but anyway. LaDuca as Rivers. And that was it.
Like that was literally okay. So I'm going to say the people who made me chuckle were Lucy LaDuca. That was her. Both Snatch Games were hers. Like she was the only person that consistently made me laugh out loud. I was like, this is her show, right? Then I gotta give it. I will say I enjoyed where Amethyst was going, and I liked what she was doing as Tan Mom. That was funny. I laughed at that. I don't know who the hell Mistress Isabel Brooks was, but that was not Rosie O'Donnell.
She was Rosie Lee Miller.
Abby Lee Miller. She didn't even know who she was. She didn't know who she was. Like, and so for me, like, I'm like, that's not Snatch Game. Like, you giving her an out, and it's like that's not cool. Like, just like, nah, I wasn't for it. Like, and I found myself honestly like through most of the Snatch Games, I was just like looking away in like secondhand embarrassment because I get very uncomfortable when I see people fool themselves. I was like, I can't look at this. Like, it was. Shouts out to Lucy, man.
Yeah, she was the Snatch Game winner at the end of the day. Definitely hands down. There was no competition. I really was disappointed in Malaysia Baby Doll Fox with the Saucy Santana. Like it was so much she could have done. Like Saucy Santana is such a huge personality with so many like quotes and things that he said and all this stuff. And it's like, you're around the city girls, you're around Young Miami and all these people. It's like, you should have had that down to a T, but you gave us nothing. You didn't even say Material Girl. It's like, the question that came to mind when I was watching it was, is anybody not doing their homework anymore?
Right.
Like, it's just seeming like, oh my God, I'm going to RuPaul's Drag Race. And it's like, I have the looks. I'm going to give them looks. That's it.
Just looks.
That's it. It's like, we don't know what else it is. Like, it's just.
Oh, also shouts out. I think it needed some more work, but Marsha did do a really good Tim Gunn. I laughed at Marsha as well doing him.
Yeah, like when she came for Selena with the shrugged armpits. I mean, the fabric.
That sent me.
Yes.
That sent me because it ended up they zoomed in. Thank you for reminding me of that. That was funny. Selena made me uncomfortable.
Highly.
I was like, mommy, no, this is not it. And this is what I was afraid of when I was like, I don't know. And I couldn't even look at I couldn't look at the screen when Spice was doing that. I couldn't look. I'm so embarrassed for her.
Like, I didn't get that reference in
Me
Miley
either.
Cyrus. So it's
Me
like, where did that come from?
Mm.
They just made me uncomfortable altogether. I don't know why they were there, but I thought about you. Well, we'll get there. But they made me uncomfortable because it was just cringe-worthy. And it's like Rue's trying to carry on the game, and y'all still going back and forth. And it's like, I want to like them. I really do. Like, I really, really deep down in my heart say to myself, like, give them a chance.
Yeah.
Give them a chance. And every time, it just does not happen. It's just, they don't do it for me.
This is another dry ass episode.
So, we drug her last week. But Jax, how'd you feel like she did in the Snatch Game?
I feel like it was I feel like this is her best showing. No, not her second best showing so far on the show. It wasn't bad. And as you reminded me of it, I was like, oh, that was pretty creative. She did pretty cool when she stuck her tongue out, smile. That was funny.
Yeah.
So cool.
Beautiful gown.
Well, let's not say that because.
Well, next question. Yeah. So when we get down to the runway, it was the category was Nightmare on Elm Street.
I mean, might as well.
The category was Nightmare on Elm Street / Freddy versus Jason. And I hated it all.
Most of it, I was like, this is.
I absolutely hated it all. I'm sorry, even Lucy LaDuca.
All of it?
All of it.
Okay. Well,
actually, not all of it. It was only one person, and we'll get to her. It's only one person that would have survived this nightmare in my eye. Everybody else would have been slash, gash, put a hole in your ass.
I know who it is for you.
So yes, first up we got Marsha 3 times. I'm not even saying this bitch name no more till she put on some makeup. Put on some damn makeup. You thought that you put that damn little dental mouth opener thing, stretch your mouth or thingy. What is it called? You thought you was doing something with that?
It's not a dental name. This is nothing for a queen that like makes her. This is nothing. And I'm like,
hold on, Chase. Hold on. Sorry. Before we go to the runway, when you were talking about that one little narrative with Lucy LaDuca, did it not seem forced, or was it just me? Because I can't even tell you. At one point, I had zoned out, and by the time I had zoned back in, Lucy LaDuca was crying, talking about how she was called the F word. And I was like, wait, bitch,
okay,
how did we get? Like, what did I miss? Like, it happened so fast. So then I was just like, cool. And then next thing you know, we saw the levelers going up and the runway happening. And I was like, wait a minute, how long?
That was it. They was like, let's go. They was like, they got 42 minutes, 45 at max to tell this story. That's not enough time with the way the show is structured, with the way that the stories, it don't work. It don't work. And just like force this other show down our throat that like it's looking at I haven't seen the show, but just looking at the casting in a few ways, it's a little tone deaf. And I'm like, yo, like, what are y'all doing, man? Like this ain't for us. Y'all sure didn't do this for us. Okay, girl.
Here, girl.
Okay. Like, yes, immediately.
Bag it up, girl.
Throw it away quickly.
No. Yeah, for real.
Okay.
All right, so let's get into these dry ass runways real quick. Next up, we got Lux Noir London.
Almost a slam dunk.
Almost. So
Right. Go. Because we got to be talking about the same thing. Go.
no way.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, I really was like, I was thinking to myself, like, how long did it really take her to get down this runway and back? She literally was dragging a legit cinder block.
He was.
It's like, mama, you are in Hollywood. You couldn't have gotten a prop cinder block. So
Styrofoam.
you could have
Styrofoam. Styrofoam.
wait.
Styrofoam. Styrofoam.
Can you imagine being on set?
Hearing that waiting for her to drag that and then she tearing the stage up, girl. She tearing like dragging an actual cinder block down there. Okay, sure. Okay. But that wasn't even really my problem.
And then they said, next queen.
You us.
Because girl, we have had enough time to get into every single detail the way you are dragging this cinder block.
And in that time that she was saying coming out of the runway, I noticed that what she could have done to make this look a slam dunk is instead of wearing brown tights that match your alive natural skin tone, how about getting gray ones that match all the work you did on your upper body?
She said my lower body's still alive. My upper body is dead.
My lower body.
It was like, and I saw that, but I was just like,
No.
what is
It immediately took me out. I was like, oh, this is cool. Nah, never mind. No, incomplete look.
yeah, agree.
Looking at it now, it looks ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
and she could have just got gray tights, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Like, maybe it's harder than I think, but
And it's the white heels. Them heels was clean as hell coming out that grave. Baby, she said, dust these off real quick.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, so next up, we got Malaysia baby doll Fox. Now, I wasn't mad at this look. It was cool. It was spooky. I think that it was safe. She looked good. It was still good drag. I'm not mad at her for that. I will say that. I'm not mad at her Saucy Santana look either. She just didn't perform. Like she looked great in both the challenge and the runway. But
I second everything you said. I loved her. Her makeup was really great. Like I really enjoyed this. Like this is beautiful. Which, like you said, is safe. It's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, she says she's not a pageant girl. But everything she said the runway with has been,
except for last week's look. She better not step on nobody's stage with that chain look that she had on last week.
That white number she had on.
But we ain't gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to
let's go forward from chains to toilet paper on a garment. Let's talk about that because this is giving me Scott's. It's giving Brawny.
It was getting Charmin Strong.
Yeah, I don't
like. I didn't know. It's like she just went where a net and just went through a tissue factory and said, "Bitch, just gather it all." Like it made no sense to me.
None at all. Like I'm like, what is?
Because even under that tissue paper, you can still see her little kitten heel. Like I wouldn't have wanted to see that with this sheer subject. I don't know what that was. I don't know what the aim was here.
It was low. The aim was low. It was low. That's where the aim was.
I did like how the chin was sitting right in the middle, though. The chin was placed perfectly.
Go to the no.
That was the best part about it. The chin was sitting right there, 50-50, girl, split between that damn. She had a little highlight on it. That's why I saw it. Moving on to Anitra. So Anitra had a hemorrhoid on her ass, child. Serious hemorrhoid. Nothing about this gave me spider at all. It gave external or exterior. Can't even fucking talk. It gave exterior hemorrhoid. Huge hemorrhoid. And she shook it at the end.
Yo. You know,
one thing Anitra is gonna do though, she's gonna storm the catwalk, and I think that her walk is gonna make anything look good. She could have she can have on Mistress Isabel's chin and her lace that she had on, and she's gonna make it look good. However, I wasn't a fan of this look.
I never thought talking about drag race and I would hear external hemorrhoid. Sorry.
Chase, focus.
Because I look down, it's terrible.
It looks bad.
Terrible. This is really bad. I don't understand what that was for.
Just now looking back, I finally get it with Isabel. So I'm just now getting into she had spider earrings, and I guess the web was supposed to be the waist, and then the tissue was supposed to be the other part of the web, the stringy part of the web.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
Me neither, girl.
Not Siri came to read too, bitch.
Oh no.
Yeah, we move on.
Oh, no.
Let's move on from Anitra.
I'd rather stay.
Anitra.
We just not go to the next queen. I just want to stay on Anitra because she could have been in the bottom for me as well. If it wasn't for producer meddling, she because. Go ahead, girl.
Who he's talking about, y'all, is Selena S. Titties. We saw Selena S. Titties become a cannibal on the TV and ate her own titties, y'all. She threw them out there on the stage first and ate her own titties. Woo! But yes, we love when the girls pay homage. You know, I came dressed for the funeral. You can't. I came dressed as. Get it out.
I'm S titties. I'm gonna do S titties for Halloween.
Bitch, I came dressed for the funeral and you came dressed as the body in the casket.
Category is cadaver.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay, STD girl. Again, I think a great idea, poor execution. That's her thing. Love her down, but yeah, no.
Yep.
So then we got another spider on the runway. Robin Fierce come down, and her spiders only have 4 legs, and and maybe. There's just been 3 spiders on the damn runway.
I'm like, where's the creativity?
Oh God!
I think of when somebody says, beautiful nightmare. I think that's what it was. Why is that what you think of? Why have 3 people?
I would have came down the damn runway as Beyonce and threw the whole competition.
This is crazy, man.
3 queens thought of spiders when they said,
and it's not good.
And Mistress Isabel Brooks put on a net and some fabric and a spider over her ears. Anitra came with a hemorrhoid on her ass, and Robin came with 4 legs. Spider. Category is spider.
This is bad.
I don't know if she was going for 4 legs on the dress and then her legs and her arms as the other 4 legs. but make it make sense. I would have had to crawl out there or something.
This is just, it looks like a Halloween costume. It looks like cutting Fifi O'Hara right here.
Because you've won nothing. Your only one look that you got.
Because that is what this is giving Party City.
It's definitely Party City. Sorry. Moving on to Lucy LaDuca.
Shaped. She stays shaped now. I'm gonna tell you.
She's gonna have a body. Yeah.
She's gonna be shaped up. Yep. Yep.
So here's my thing.
It's not bad.
I was confused. I think when it came down to it, they had to pick a winner. They just had to pick a winner. They couldn't not say congratulations, you're the winner.
I mean, but she deserved to win. Lucy, I think she deserved to win.
For Snatch Game, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you 100%. I do.
This runway, it just didn't make sense to me. I get it was different. And I know I previously said I get different. I go with different over pretty. But next queen, Sasha Colby.
Off.
So
you go.
Had she done Snatch Game right, she would have won.
Yes.
Because this look was everything from the tip of her garment to the toenail of her big toe on her left side.
Yeah.
It was everything. It was effortless. She looked amazing. And one thing about her, she's going to give you body every time. Bitch, I got this body done. And you're going to see it. Okay? Mm-hmm. And we can appreciate that. But if you dress it up, you put things on it that look nice like this. This was the challenge. This was amazing. This is a character we hadn't seen before. Loved it.
I have no notes. I second everything you said. She looks incredible, man. This is fitted. Like, even the way she presented it with the whole, like, wilting over. Like, this is just... Listen, man. This is everything we wanted Carrie Colby to be last season. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's yes, mommy. This is the best look on the runway tonight.
So, shout out to you, Sasha Colby, for being the only person to bring it to the runway.
Runway.
And then we move on to Avatar: Way of the Water.
I'm ready for her to go.
Jack said she was a snake. And I didn't see not nan scale.
I don't want to say this about queens, who, queens of color, especially, because, I'm a little biased in that way. But I'm ready for her to go. She just don't have that twinkle in her eye, man. Like, that's not a star. Like, and I could eat my words later. I could, but like, as a right, like, she just ain't got it. She ain't, like, what is this outfit? What is this? What is this?
I really don't know. It was...
Why are you not cinching your wig?
I get that she was trying to go with the whole Greek goddess theme of the snake, but it was all over the place. Once again, I think it could have been a great idea. Poor execution.
She needs to holler at Lucy to see about shaping her body better. Like, because I always see the homie. Like, always. It is the homie.
We are the homie.
This ain't never. She could be a lovely.
Is that the same braid wig that she was jump roping with?
You need to stop.
No, she done gave us braids several times.
At least, listen, I'll take this over that red wig that she had with them red baby hairs.
I like the chewed up edges.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Next up, we got Sugar. One shit sweet about it. Not at all. Like sis said, I'm gonna wear my normal outfit and I'm just gonna like put like black makeup on it.
Like,
Spice, let me see that.
it's literally that. I don't really have anything to say. Like, I know that sounds like because I can't drag her because she don't look bad.
She don't look bad. She just don't look like a nightmare.
Yeah, so it just didn't hit the category. But it's like,
If she was walking the ball and the category was nightmare, she would have been chopped.
quickly. Okay.
Next up, we got Spice coming out, jugging down the runway.
Come on, Juggin. I prefer this look over Sugar's.
Why? Because it was black.
Yeah, probably so.
I got to be black.
But also, like, I mean, I felt like it kind of hit the mark a little bit more, but also, again, like, not gonna remember this.
Because of like everything else that she's done.
Yeah, like it's
old now. We're at episode 3, and we feel like we've seen the same things like over and over again from them.
I'm bored with that.
And it's like, I get it. You're the sugar, you're the sweet one, you're the spice, you're the spicy one. Sure, go for it. Eat your heart out. But it's like, girl, give us some other colors that may be sweet. Give us some yellows. Give us some greens.
Yeah.
Give us something other than pink and black.
Agreed. I will not disagree here. But
It's giving bubblegum and decay.
It's tough though because it's like, this is what y'all bought, and we here, you know. So, like, I'm kind of like strapping in at this point to expect this for the whole season.
Moving on from Nutmeg, we have up next Amethyst.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I will say. What I mean by great idea and execution.
Okay.
Great idea, great execution.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows the Lady Gaga look. Everybody knows it's familiar.
Yeah.
Girl, give us something. I was not mad at Amethyst for this. She did her thing.
Yeah.
It was great.
No, I agree with you 100%. This was a good week for her. And I'm like, honestly, I kind of wanted this for her. I was like, I really hope this isn't like a three-peat. I don't want to see it, especially because she says she's a comedy queen. I was like, hope she gives a good Snatch Game, and she did. And I was like, please don't fail on the runway. And when she came out and she pulled the gag, I was like, she pulled it off. She looks good. And she fit the category. So
her face is actually giving Stephanie.
It is. Yeah.
Like, it looks just like her. Next up we have Aura Mayari.
Interesting what you think about this runway.
I wasn't mad at it.
Okay.
I feel like it didn't give us anything in the beginning. Right? Because the gag is in the back. And this is what they may have been talking about when they wanted Amethyst to not turn around so soon when she was trying to find her baby.
Okay.
But I thought it was great in the back. Like, it was super detailed, wasn't messy. It looked great. I'm gonna be over all that on the runway. This is like the second or third time she did that on the runway.
You know, that's a great point. That's a great note.
You go come out there in pain, come out there crawling, your back gone.
or just drag a cinder block on the runway. No, I feel like you're right when you say that this is getting a little redundant because like she's done this kind of presentation on the runway before and we want something different. I would like to see her just pump one at a time and just be, you know. But I think for this week it worked and it was appropriate. I feel like if she hadn't done it before, it would have been more effective. Because it was, I felt like when she turned around, I was like, ooh, like I kind of got where she was going. I liked this runway. I like the presentation, but like you said, unless it calls for it, I don't want to see this again with the way she presents it.
And with that being said, we get down to it. The winner of this challenge is Lucy LaDuca. She won with her side Jason mask or whatever. And great. And then we have in the bottoms, we have the two power bottoms of the season, Sugar and Spice. And I just want to say again, hats off to you when you be calling this stuff out. You knew that they were gonna have them lip sync against each other, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're getting this early on. Great." So good to know that they're not gonna stick around and be in anybody's top 5.
Well, no. I like I said though, I'm shocked that it was this fast. Like, but also like they had to take their first opportunity when they both did bad, you know, to do it. But I felt it was really premature. I feel like, honestly, but cool. And you know, what'd you think of lip sync? By the way,
I didn't.
Okay. Okay.
What I think of her? I don't think of her. Here's what I think of the lip sync.
You need to go away.
Beyonce is performing in Dubai. That's what my mind was. That's what I think of it.
I didn't like, okay, do I ever need to see that lip sync again? No. But of the
double sachet.
Of the 3 lip syncs we've seen this season, I'll probably say I was the most entertained by this one. That's shocking to say. It was all over the place. It was confusing. It was
because who do you send home in that foolishness?
That's why I looked at both of them like, child, don't really matter. Do it, girl. I don't.
It was given Sugar, sachet away. Spice, sachet away. Let's clear it. Clear out everything because that made no sense. You both did equally bad in the damn Snatch Game. You both came as black eyeliner versions of yourselves on the runway. And then you came and you gave us this lip sync chasing each other around the stage. I will say, I will give them a little bit of creative credit with actually taking the time to choreograph something.
Right.
Because
that was the song. I mean, hey, they tried to give us a show and they played to the song. So even though it was chaos and madness, I'm like, the song is chaotic and mad. So I'm not like terribly upset about it. Like I was like, okay, like, yeah, you know.
So at the end of the day, Spice sent her sweet ass sister home, and yeah, so now Spice there by herself, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how she fares as an individual because they're so tied together, like they, you know, like Ebony and Ivory were.
I think she'll do all right. I think she'll do cool. But when she lands in the bottom again, it's over. It doesn't even matter who she's up against. Like she doesn't have that skill.
She doesn't possess the vernacular.
She does not.
Yeah, guys, that was pretty much the episode. If you have not watched it and you have, like, if you haven't a clue of our demise in this video, please do yourselves a favor and don't watch it.
No, you already had a great time watching this. It is not going to. It will not improve going to watch. No, it won't. This was the best you're going to get from Drag Race this week. I promise you.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that being said, we appreciate y'all so much. Because even when RuPaul's Drag Race don't give us anything to discuss, we are still going to show up and we're going to discuss the undiscussable.
That's great.
But listen, thank y'all again for tuning in. We appreciate y'all so much as always. Chase, thank you for joining me to discuss this fusion of trash of an episode. And yeah, I truly hope that next week at least has a main entree because this was an episode of sides.
The only hope for next week is that it's a design challenge, which means that most of the time will be spent in the workroom with the queens interacting. And so those are normally pretty decent episodes, but when you've only got 15.7 minutes to tell the story, I don't know how they're going to do that. So we'll see.
Can we get all the pallbearers to the front and we go carry this episode on out? See y'all next week.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
Peace.
All right, y'all. S titties out.
Give me the honey.